Mayor, I really appreciate you taking the time. I think every year I visit you here during this time of year. And as we were waiting there, I saw your new card. It
Oh,
says, serving Noblesville one person at a time.
Mhm.
Could you comment on that? Why did you pick that phrase?
I picked that phrase actually when I first became mayor in 2004. The cards have changed, but the motto and the goal has always been the same. Serving Noblesville one person at a time. What I mean by that, normally when we meet a person, they'll call, come into the office, whatever. Many times they're unhappy about something, unfortunately, but our job is to help them. And our job is to have one person at a time, to listen, to respect each and every one of the people that we're in contact with, listen to them. Sometimes there's not an answer, and they just simply want to be listened to, but it's important, again, regardless of whom they are, who they are, that we respect them.
Sure.
From president of this to the
Yeah.
lower whatever. I don't want to put anybody down, but and also that while that problem is significant enough in their mind to call, it may not be a big deal to us, but it is certainly a big deal to that person.
Wow, that's
And so that's really, it's trying to respect and treat people equally and respect all of our citizens.
yeah. That is a good point, Mayor, because a crisis for somebody else's may not be a big deal for us. But we have to put ourselves into like a situation or maybe find out more about the situation, and then we can relate with them. And you mentioned something when we were talking about hunger, that helping one person at a time. And you mentioned also as far as more on the relational aspect of that. Could you expound more a little bit on that?
Well, I happen to be a Christian, and so I think it's important. I am a Christian, but I think that I think it's important to treat people with respect. That all people are equal. They're all children of God. And I don't know if you want me to get into this, but that's me. So whatever.
Yeah.
So anything we can do as we treat them as Christ would have treated them and did treat people, that's really what it's about. And so I think I said earlier, you have to let them know that you really care.
Yeah.
And you as the carer, the giver of care and love, certainly that receiver, if it's authentic, they're going to know that this person really does care for me. They are concerned that I'm not eating or that I have a problem or whatever. Not just we'll do that type of thing. And we've all had those experiences, but hopefully developing a relationship. It may be a 2-minute relationship. It could be a year or relationship.
Right.
But I think at the time it's important to have some type of communication and relationship.
That is really good too. You mentioned about it could be a 2-minute. It's the impact. You just never know what the impact you may have. You may have just a 1 minute, like what you mentioned, 2-minute interaction, and then the impact might last for a long time.
And maybe that person will smile more often to the next person, or be more kind to the next person, or show some care for the next person. So, you never know. And yet, if treated badly, they also then may treat the next person badly, and everything's negative, and it's more fun to be positive.
Yes, and also you mentioned earlier that as long as nobody takes the credit, and we just help one another. I really like that statement that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, it's you have to be in it for the right reason, and the right reason can't be, I did this because I'm a good guy or a good person or whatever. Maybe you are, but you really have to care. Again, do it for the right reason.
Yeah, Mayor, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Taking the time to meet with us.
No problem. We'll wish you well, and glad things are going well for you.
Thank you.